Hello and welcome to the Focusrite Novation Lounge. Today I'm going to be unboxing the UltraNova. I'm going to take you through how to set it up with your DAW so you can start benefiting from the onboard sounds and creating your own patches in your recording sessions. So first, let's have a look at what's inside the box. Inside the box we have the gooseneck microphone, a dedicated power supply, a package containing the USB cable, user manual and registration documents, and the carefully packed UltraNova itself. Information on the software editor is also included. You need to download this from our website www.novationmusic.com/support/UltraNova. This is a plugin, not an application, so you need to open it in your DAW. So now let's have an overview of the synth itself. In the audio section you have the dynamic mic input here for your gooseneck microphone, so you can start making and using crazy vocoder effects. You have a master and a monitor volume knob which do different things. The master volume knob allows you to adjust the level of the main audio outputs and the headphone volume if it's set in the default headphone setting from the audio menu. The monitor knob allows you to adjust the balance of the audio from your host or DAW, perhaps Ableton Live, Logic or Pro Tools, and it allows you to adjust the audio inputs, for example a guitar or the gooseneck mic you might have connected, as well as the audio from the synth itself. The audio button takes you to the audio menu where you can adjust input gain or effects blends which you might be applying to your inputs. You can control headphone level, activate the SPDIF connection and more. The global button allows you to edit the typical global menu settings. In these settings you can change various important parts of the synth, but what I want to talk to you about is local control. When local control is set to on, the UltraNova sounds are triggered by the keyboard itself. When it's set to off, the sounds are triggered from MIDI by external devices like another MIDI controller or a sequencer like Ableton Live, Logic or Pro Tools. When you connect the UltraNova to your DAW via USB, local control automatically switches off. This means that the DAW's MIDI triggers the sounds on the UltraNova so you can record them into your session. To record patches from the UltraNova into your session, you need to load the plugin onto a MIDI instrument or MIDI channel and also create an audio track. Record in your MIDI, edit it as you wish, for example quantizing it suitably, record on both channels and press record. The MIDI programmed into the sequencer will trigger the UltraNova sounds and be recorded again as audio in your DAW. Once you are happy with the patch you've created, you can save it in the patch librarian, keep the bounced audio in your project and move on to another channel to create another part to your track. Remember, the UltraNova is monotimbral, so you can't create and use multiple patches at the same time in your session. The method I've just described shows you how you can simply overcome this. The control section here features 8 touch-sensitive knobs, which trigger your touch and tweak actions. The larger touch filter knob replicates the last touch smaller knobs, or if the filter button is pressed, it allows you to control filter 1's frequency. You can switch on the vocoder and edit its settings, as you can do with the arpeggiator and chord features. The synth edit section allows you to create your synth patches. Use the up and down arrows to select which oscillator, envelope, LFO, filter or effect you want to edit. The mixer button then allows you to balance the 3 oscillators and other components of the patch itself. When you press the voice button, one page of parameters is displayed, allowing you the option of changing the patch from a monophonic to polyphonic one and adding glide or portamento. On the back of the unit we'll see the inputs and outputs and interface. The unbalanced master or auxiliaries output at plus 6 dBu, maximum level. Auxiliary outputs are really handy for a number of reasons. One, for example, could be used to send a click and a mix of the track to a drummer if I wanted to use the UltraNova live on stage, at the same time as running a DAW session with a live drummer that needs to play in time to the backing track. That way the drummer would have the click and track in their headphones, whilst the feed from outputs 1 and 2 can go directly to the PA without the click being audible. These two inputs, 1 and 2, are either mic or line level 1/4-inch jack inputs. Both of these inputs can be balanced in the audio menu. You can also benefit from the UltraNova's effects by routing an input signal through the inputs and applying these effects manually in the audio menu. You'll also notice this SPDIF output here and may be wondering what it is. This is a digital audio port, and it allows you to transmit the audio from the UltraNova's outputs 1 and 2 to another digital audio device, i.e. a SPDIF in port of another sound card, like the Pro 24. So there you have the UltraNova unboxing and setup video. Thanks a lot for watching.